What's going on, people of YouTube? I figure I'd just give you a little update on the system I have going right now. Alright, starting off, you have the AVH X15V2 Pioneer head unit, Bluetooth, USB, DVD, all that fun stuff. And I have a nice little 32 gig jump drive back there, or flash drive, that I run all my music on. I have like, I don't know, 1,800 songs or so, but it's nice to be able to interchange them whenever you need to put new music on or take old music off, something like that. Then you have the CT Sounds bass knob. This thing is amazing. It's basically a potentiometer for your RCAs. So it goes from 0% RCA power to 100% RCA power, so you don't get any distortion as long as you use a DD1 and you meter your system and get everything, you know, without any distortion in the sine wave with an oscilloscope or the DD1, like I said. So that's nice to have. In the front doors, lighting isn't the greatest right now, but I have Soundstream SME 654s, 6.5-inch mid basses. I got 2 of those. Sorry about the mess too, it's winter time, so everything gets dirty. And then up here, they had stock tweeters in there, but I took those out and I put some Power Acoustic NB1 tweeters in. That's these, or sorry, NB2 I should say. These tweeters right here, these are really nice. They add a nice clarity, you know, because the tweeters, they bounce off the windshield and right toward you, so it's a really nice fill between those and the mid basses in the doors. Okay, now in the back deck, you have Soundstream SME 694s, 6x9-inch mid basses. Those are really nice too, sound great. Okay, this is the HIFONICS Brutus Elite 35th Anniversary 2100 watt amp for the sub. So that puts out 2100 watts RMS. Right now I have 4 gauge running to it. I know it's a little too small. I'm going to upgrade to 0 gauge as soon as I get new distribution blocks. And then you have an inline 200 amp fuse right next to it. That is the Lanzar 2-way crossover. I've had that for a while. And also those Power Acoustic tweeters, I'm going to add one more right there and one more on the other side. Just to add full clarity in here. Now let's go outside the car. Okay. Under the hood, you have an Optima yellow top battery. Not sure the specs on it. Actually, it looks like 770 cranking amps, 620 cold cranking amps, 48 amp hours. Then you have 0 gauge OFC coming out to the frame of the car, 0 gauge going to the engine, and then 0 gauge going to the alternator, out of the alternator through the fuse, and then to the back. And now to show you what I have in the back. Alright, the new Sundown X15 version 2 dual 2 ohm voice coils wired at 1 ohm. I'm running 8 gauge OFC out of the box directly into the amp. One set per coil, so it's all OFC, so I'm getting the most power I possibly can. And then you have the Power Acoustic OV4 1600 4-channel. That's for all the mid basses. Running CCA wire on it right now temporarily because I'm going to build a new bigger box for this sub. This box is only about 2.5 cubes and I need a 4 1/4 so I can breathe correctly. It's a 420 watt amp for the tweeters. And then right here you have the 2 distribution blocks. You have ground on the left and positive on the right. And you can see the wires go down underneath. And there is an excess power D3400 battery under there for some extra power. And the reason you can't see it is because the piece of cardboard that covers up the spare tire, usually I actually took that out of the car and I traced that out on plywood, cut it out, carpeted it, and then bolted it to the frame of the car, as you can see by these 4 bolts. And then since it's 3/4 inch thick, I got 3/4 inch long bolts to hold down the box. I have these 2 at the back and then 2 at the front to make it so it doesn't move anywhere. And then this circuit breaker goes up to the front battery, actually to the front alternator, So if I ever need to isolate the two batteries for whatever reason, I can do that, and it keeps everything protected. And that's pretty much the system. Hope you enjoy.